Oftentimes I realize that majority of our people, the so-called patriots, those type of people in South Africa, when we support Chidimma, they always want to bring up the South African mother who lost her identity. Hey, what about the South African mother who lost her identity? What about her children? They didn't have identification. That mother didn't have an ID. Her life could have been or would have been or is already horrible. Yes, I agree. What Chidimma's mother did with the fraud, allegedly, because I still maintain, allegedly, what Chidimma's mother did with the fraud to the South African mother, stealing her ID, was horrible. Too much pain, too much damage. Nobody disagrees with that. Any sensible person will agree with that. That is true. You are right to ask, what about the South African mother? It's a true concern and it makes sense. And it shouldn't be disqualified from the conversation. It should be entertained, and it should be entertained with more depth. Okay, what about the South African mother? Who is this South African mother? Do you patriots even know who this South African mother is who lost her ID? Do you know where she comes from? Do you know her names? Do you know what are her names? What is her surname? Where she comes from? Do you even know her children? Her children, who their names are? What happened to her? Did she also try to get a false ID? Or maybe she just lived a life without an ID? Do you even know that? Do you care to know if she managed to find another ID fraudulently so? Or maybe she's been living without an ID? Is she alive? Is she dead? Do you know those things? Do you care to know those things? Because we care. We want to know who this South African mother, and do you know why we care? Because we want to support her. We want to support her. We want to donate to her for her to take care of her kids, for her to take care of herself. We want to be sympathetic in action. We don't want to be sympathetic in just words. We want to act on a story. We want to speak about her here. We want to speak and apologize on behalf of Chidimma's mother and everything. As people who have been always supporting Chidimma, even now I maintain my position. I support Chidimma. I can support Chidimma and support the South African mother. There is nothing wrong with that. You can choose and pick a side. That's you. But that's not me. You are you, I'm me. So, who is this South African mother? Because we can't just have faith in the unknown. Like somehow we are made to believe in the unknown. Like we are believing in God or something. No. That only works for God. We can believe in God without seeing Him. Because it's faith. But human beings, we must know who you are so we can believe you. We can't take it for the word of other people who have vested interest. If you know what I'm saying. So, those type of questions, you so-called patriots don't even know who the South African mother is, but you're so quick to want to ask, what about the South African mother? Yes. What about her? Do you know her? Where does she stay? What is her name? What is she in need of? What can we donate? And if maybe she wanted help, donations, whether clothes, whether financially, or whether just public sympathy, would you donate money to her? Would you care to donate money to her as a South African patriot? Would you donate money if they opened a GoFundMe to that South African mother who lost her ID? Majority of you guys wouldn't. Majority of you guys don't even care about this South African mother. You just act like you care, but you don't care. Because if you cared, you would want to know who she is. You would want to know where she stays. You would want to know what is her name. You would want to know, since Chidimma's mother took her ID, what did she do about it? Did she get another ID? Fraudulently so, even her. Or maybe she's been living without an ID. Do you even care to know those things? If you really care, you would want to know. And if you don't know that, if you've never thought about that, you don't care. You only care about yourself. You are just selfish to put your hatred on Chidimma. You just want to push your hatred. You want to be public with your hatred. You want people, you want to mask your hatred as if you care about this South African mother, but you're not genuine. And some of us, we've studied psychology, we know you are lying. You can lie to the dumb ones. You will never lie to us. You don't care about this South African mother because you don't even want to know who she is. So there's no ways you're going to care about someone you don't know. And if you claim you do, you are lying. You are lying. Don't lie to us. We don't believe you. So things like that, you know. Me, I don't know her enough. I'm not invested in the story enough because we're not presented with the full facts. We don't even know who she is. I can't go out of my way and investigate who this mother is. It's out of my control. You so-called patriots should be doing that because you are the ones who care. You should be wanting to prove us wrong. Us who are supporting Chidimma. You should, us who are even doubting the factuality of this case because allegedly we don't know this mother. You should be wanting to prove us wrong by investigating the fact and be like, tada, this and Q, this is the South African mother, Sukjelile, our mamele. But you're not doing that. And then you want to tell us you care about this South African mother. Come on, you don't care. You only care about yourself. So, things like that, you know. Some things is just easy to tell when people are not genuine about it. And this is one of the issues people are not genuine about. They act like they care about, but they only care about their hatred towards Chidimma, their jealousy towards Chidimma, their jealousy towards, not even jealousy, hatred towards Nigerians. That's all they care about, and it's all personal for them. It's not about the South African mother. Some of us will be willing, more than you can even imagine, some of us Pan-Africanists, will be willing to donate to that South African mother money, financially, will be willing to donate clothes to that South African mother, will be willing to help that South African mother, and whatever help she needs, will be willing to push through the message through our platforms and tell the whole world what this South African mother needs. We are willing to do that anytime, any place. We are willing to do that. But how can we do that? We don't know. There is no account for her where we can donate. There is not much information about the South African mother. So there's not much we can do about it. There's not much we can say about her, about her kids, she hasn't shared the story. There's not much we can comment on the story. There's not so much sympathy we can share. Who told you this South African mother has been living a horrible life? What if she's been living a wonderful life? You don't know she's been living a horrible life because they stole her ID. You don't know that. You're only making things up to suit your agendas against Nigerians, against Chidimma. But do you really know the true story from her? She has never, but you don't even know her. So, things like that, you know, it's challenges we face when every time we speak about Chidimma, hey, what about the South African mother? As if they care about her, but they don't. But hopefully we know who she is so we can start the Lord's work and support her and push the message for people to share public sympathy and support her because she deserves the support. But there's not much we can do, we don't know her. But it is what it is. Thank you very much.